welcome to Chronically Happiest Thankful Thursday. What is your favorite song to be thankful for on a Thursday like today? I am thankful for any suggestions, because I tell you what, I'm trying to be thankful for what I've got, but I need some uplifting moments right now. I had the best experience with the office staff at the allergist office. I really enjoyed everything. I did a asthma blow test. My lower lungs are kind of not that greatest. They're a little restricted. So I'm just like my dad. I got mild asthma. He doesn't think that an inhaler is quite a more regular nebulizer. Things needed more regularly yet. So that's good. I really don't like the doctor's bedside manner. I like that he was upfront and honest about everything. I'll give him a couple more chances, but you're not going to be everything that I need. I need somebody that is a little bit more well-rounded and more areas than he's in. I need somebody that can do more. He's not somebody that I feel like I respect with the way he talked to me. Stupid phone. I did not have a good time with the doctor. I want to fire him already. I know with my intuition, I know who I'm good with and who I'm not good with. And the types of tone and attitude that a doctor takes with their patient and the first appointment really, really matters. I'm upset to say that I just don't think this is going to be a good fit. I may have to see the other doctor in the clinic and maybe I'll change my mind. But if the other doctor is anything like this doctor, I just don't think it's going to work. I'm sad. I'm really sad. I was really, really, really hopeful for this to be a really good professional working ship. I just can't get things settled right now. Let me go through the drive-thru and get some more freaking caffeine. Not that I need it for right now, but I'm going to need it later. I'm getting myself in Dutch Brothers, even though I'm drinking a Red Bull right now. I'm just stressed out. I'm going to put this one in the freezer, and it's a bummer. I really, really had high hopes for this doctor. I really did. I had high hopes that it was going to work out great. I can't get this set up correctly, man. I need better. Let me see if my sunglasses will work. I can set that up between that up there. Maybe if I get a second pair of sunglasses, what if that will work? I get two pairs of sunglasses and put it there. There we go. Perfecto. It's sitting just right. I was watching a whole bunch of my dash cams yesterday to just review. And yeah, I had too much of just my head. I don't like just my head. So I'd rather show like more of myself. Like I wish I could show more of me. Like if I had my freaking camera sitting right here, that would be perfect. But instead, I said, like, look what I have, sunglasses right there in front of that thing, blown up to make it sit like that. It's silly. I should not. My nurse is waiting for me at my house. She's got to be. So I need to text her and let her know I'm stuck in traffic in line at Dutch Brothers. I really don't need the caffeine. I really don't. I just really want it. It's a self-soothing thing. It's a way for my self-care, for my future tomorrow. I really need to start hydrating, honestly. My allergy test, I did my environmentals. I didn't pop for anything. Their allergy testing kind of sucks, honestly. It doesn't tell me what. Okay, it kind of does on those. 6 for English walnut, lamb's quarter. Ragweed is high. English plantain and pigweed rough. Those are the ones that I have a major allergy to, which is completely different from what I've had in the past. So I don't know what's going on with my body. It's actually like reacting better now that my immune system's calming down. He straight up told me that my IgG SOAP class 2, or the paperwork that I gave him, he says it doesn't qualify for Hizentra. Oh, pause. Oh my gosh, they totally screwed up my order at Dutch Brothers. He charged me for a large on my gift card, and then he refunded me the money onto my debit card, and then since they already made the large, he just gave me a large. I was really wanting that medium though, man. Like, man, they already made me the large one. And then he put a medium one in the system, so they're gonna have an extra medium too. Well, now I don't know what the heck to do with this large. I never get a large. This thing is so huge. I really don't know how I'm going to drink all that. That's going to take me like a week to drink. I really need to start hydrating with my water right now, because I really need to pregame this freaking infusion. Oh, and it's sunny. I need my sunglasses that are sitting behind there. I just wanted to decompress from today's. Like, everything was so positive up until the doctor. That's such a bummer, dude. It's such a bummer when the doctor ruins the entire appointment because he doesn't have the best bedside manner. And I need to have a doctor that's going to listen to me, that's going to believe me, that's not going to like refuse to treat me for certain things. Like, if I keep coming across the same issue with the same kind of doctors, then it's just not going to be a good fit for me. Like, if the other guy that works at that office operates the same way, which I'm betting he does, it's a 50-50 chance that he does operate the same way as the other doctor, because they have the same kind of belief system. So that's why he hired somebody new to be able to take on new patients. And honestly, I really don't like this new guy. I don't like this allergist. And so now I've got to do some more research and figure out where else to go establish that takes Medicare and VA. Because if I don't like this doctor, I am not going to go through the process of doing the VA stuff. If I didn't have my stinking infusion to get to right now, there's so many other things I need to take care of in Salem right now. Goodness. Alright, well, at least I'm on my way, and I hate to make my infusion nurse wait. It took a lot longer than I expected. 6. Yeah. There's things I have in my back car for my homeless friend, and I want to drop them off so bad. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I feel good after my infusions and if I can come back out and do what I want to do here in town. It's just sad. It's sad that where healthcare is today. I liked everything in my appointment up until the doctor, and I did not like the doctor. So I'm just going to have to try a different doctor. I see a dermatologist at this clinic next week, and if I don't like that dermatologist either, then I'm just not going to see him. I have a dental appointment next beginning of February. They called, left me a voicemail today, and they had to change my appointment time for a different appointment time. So we will see. And then I'm going to have to try and rearrange with my chiropractor my schedule. Wait, no, it's the MRI. I can't get out of it. Okay, yeah, the MRI is next Wednesday. It's so hard to keep track of all of my appointments, guys. That's why it's on my calendar in my phone. That's why it's on my calendar in my bedroom. Now I need to write it on my parents' calendar so they know when my appointments are, so they know when to schedule and not schedule things, with or without me. This is just, I was so positive. And I hate to be let down like I have been, but I'm let down by the allergist that I saw. So now I have more work to do, more paperwork with sending them the labs of my pre-pneumococcal challenge, which also helps me qualify for my Hizentra. And my Hizentra has already been approved through insurance. And my doctor today tried to argue and say that I don't qualify for Hizentra. So I think he's wrong. And the fact that it's helping me, so the fact that he's not going to be willing to help me with it is a red flag. Red flag meaning I don't want him to mess with my infusions. So he is not the doctor for me, and I'm just going to have to go somewhere else. I'm going to go try and get a rheumatoid arthritis doctor, and hopefully he can help cover things that my allergist refuses to do anything about. He says I need to see a cardiologist for my POTS. Why do I need to have a cardiologist? Whatever. I'll go get a cardiologist if I need to, but I just don't want any more damn doctors on my care team. Why can't I have a doctor that takes care of 2 or 3 things at one time like my current immunologist does? So he had to explain to me, the doctor today, certifications and what they can and cannot treat, and what they should and should not treat. So, from what this doctor's understanding is, he's never met the immunologist that I see, but from what he understands, they keep closing down offices, so he knows things aren't right with that doctor. He probably sees him as a quack, and he's not respected in the allergist world right now, which is so stupid. Which I understand why he's not, though, because he is not doing right by his patients. So I just gave this new allergist more fuel to the fire of not, I basically said good luck getting that paperwork from him, because they'll be lucky if they get it from him. They're gonna dismiss all my problems that have popped up previously. The gaslighting doctor. It's taking me some time to processing this information right now as I speak. And so my intuition says that this doctor is not the one. I don't even feel like, why should I even follow up with this doctor? I'll give them the papers that they request in the portal that they just signed me up for by email, but after that, I'm looking for a new one. I'm not gonna go to this doctor that's gaslighting me. I may stay with the clinic and try a different doctor in their clinic if it's allowed. But other than that, no, dude, no. I'm not going to tolerate being gaslit by this doctor. He's a new doctor. He has an ego, and he knows what he knows, and he's not willing to look outside the box. He doesn't know about EDS, and he admitted as such, and he says he's not going to step outside of his bounds, his expertise. I go, well, my labs are very weird because of my bendy EDS, and my labs always show up kind of wonky. And his response was basically just, he doesn't know enough about EDS to be able to really say anything on that, so he left it at that. I appreciate his honesty. I appreciate his upfrontness, but he's not the kind of doctor for me. And it's up to you to advocate for yourself. I'm going to follow through with what they requested of me. And maybe I'll try scheduling with the other doctor after I send in my results of what they want, and they want to go and schedule. I'll be like, I want to see the other guy. If they'll allow me to do that, even though I established with the other doctor, I want to establish with the other one. So we'll see where that takes me. And if they don't want me to get in with that doctor, then I'm just not going to go back. I'm going to just keep looking. I'm going to keep shopping around for a doctor that I feel like is going to be a good fit for me. And which is sad because I really love the office staff. I really love the nurse. I thought she was great. I gave her one of my bracelets. She'll remember me, even though I may no longer be a patient of theirs. I immediately know that it's not a right fit. It's just not a right fit. I know what I know. I feel what I feel. And yeah. This is my real-time processing disorder, executive dysfunction, of like trying to not be triggered by the dismissal of some of my problems. I'm doing well for myself because I took my Klonopin ahead of time, right before I stepped into the office, and now it's taking effect. So that way I'm able to think through, and my brain is not in fight or flight response. It does not, I know mechanism-wise, it does affect somebody's central nervous system and motor function, but I am so used to what that feels like that it doesn't really feel like it affects me. But I have no other person to drive me. I'm not slurring my words that I can tell. Maybe I am. Maybe I am slurring my words. I don't know, but I do get lazy when I talk, and I don't enunciate very well, even when I don't take any medication. So purposely enunciating more to try to make my point across. I should have got my lung function test results as well. I think I will email them and ask them for those results as well, so I can take it with me to my next doctor, in case it's not in the same clinic as the one that I'm going to now. Because this is the first amount of testing I've had in years from an allergist. And it's really sad to say, because it is so hard to get into any specialty care provider at all at this point in time. With the new year, with the new presidency, with all the new executive orders that he's signing that I don't keep up on. I'm sure I will hear about them soon enough. I know our President Trump does not like disabled people, so I know he is trying to mess with Social Security disability, Disability Act stuff. I don't know. I just don't know. I do know that there is so much more discrimination against disabled people than there ever has been from what I've recognized in my 44 years of life. I have been reading a lot of disheartening things about Disneyland and Disney World, about them not allowing physical disability people to be allowed in the fast lane or to hold their spot in line. They have completely changed their disability policy, and so it's only people with developmental mental disabilities that are allowed the disabled lightning pass in order to get on the ride. So if you have a physical disability, you're made to wait in line for however many hours or half hour or more, and you are not allowed to leave line unless you have one companion stand in line for you, but usually that companion needs to be with a person. They need a companion for a reason, and that companion can't wait in line and also duly help the person that is having some kind of attack or disability issues where they can no longer stand. What if I was having a POTS episode or a seizure because I was standing for too long? And, things like that can happen. But tough luck. You lose your place in line if both you and your caretaker leave line. That is so messed up. People with physical disabilities are no longer able to have the ability to ride rides in the Disney Kingdom in Florida or California. It's so jacked up. It's so stupid. And then you have to go to every person at every ride ahead of time and go tell them what your disability is, why you can't stand in line, and it's up to them on whether they allow you to do anything. And most of the time, how many times does somebody have to describe their disability? It's really destroying HIPAA, honestly. It's none of their damn business. The screening process is a screening process for a reason. I think what they should do to modify their freaking disability stuff is for them to during the screening process for this disability pass, they should be able to describe the problems, the reason why they can't stand in line because of their physical and or mental disabilities. I'm not trying to discriminate against like autism or that type of disability, but they're discriminating against physical disability people. They need to allow both mental and physical disability patients to allow them to have the disability pass, not just the one. So that's stupid, and it really pisses me off. So it is what it is, and my nurse Winter's taking a nap. Winter's is taking a nap in her car. Alright, we're here, lady. It's time to infuse. Alright, I love you all. Thanks for joining, and I'll continue this in another conversation. So, peace out.